We begin tonight at the State House, where lawmakers are wrapping up the session and passing a new state budget after, at times, intense debate. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Marissa Bodner.
And I'm Greg Lagerquist. As promised, not a single Republican voted for this budget, citing things like higher cigarette taxes. But Democrats say that slashing things like health care and child care would have been worse.
Fox 23's Allison LaPierre is live at the State House with details on the debate and what's next. Allison.
Yeah, Greg and Marissa, the House and the Senate both voted to pass this $11.6 billion budget. It's now making its way to the governor's desk.
Well, it always feels good to get it done. As you said, we've been working on this since January.
The two-year state budget adds $320 million in additional spending to the $11.3 billion baseline budget passed in March.
I think this is a budget that, not only is it in balance, but it really steps up and meets the needs of Maine people.
The Democrat-backed supplemental budget includes funding for Medicaid, child welfare, general assistance, and more.
I think everybody realizes that passing a budget that funds all the things that this budget does is important.
I just don't know if Mainers can.
But Republican State Representative Ken Fredette says Maine Republicans are all against this state budget.
This budget passed without one single Republican vote in the House and the Senate. It had massive tax increases, continued spending. If you look at the 2018 budget to the current budget, we're talking about a 68% increase in state spending.
Fredette says he doesn't think Mainers will be able to afford the tax increases. Do you think that this budget may drive people to move out of Maine because they can't afford living here?
Look, I think we're already seeing that, right? Even with the cost of housing, the cost of fuel, the cost of electricity. I don't know how we can continue to be first, second, or third in the country in terms of cost of housing, electricity, cost of living, and eventually people will have to leave.
Like I said, this will be making its way to the governor's desk, and as of legislation, it looks like it's wrapping up here now. But just like in the past, lawmakers typically leave out a space in case Governor Mills does veto anything. Live in Augusta, I'm Allison LaPierre, Fox 23 News at 10. Greg and Marissa, back to you.
Allison, thanks for the update.